Well, Jansen, the mindset of practice this week for your team as you get ready for a big weekend, where are you at? You trying to kind of build to the big weekend and not get too hyped too early?
Yeah, I think it's obviously a bit of a different week here. We haven't had a whole lot of practice time recently, so yeah, I think just kind of start off slow and build our way up, like you said, and yeah, big games obviously, so we'll be ready.
When you look back on what the team's been able to do since coming out of the holiday break to put yourselves in this position, how do you see it? How does it feel for you when you look back to where you've come from, or at least come to from where you were going into the holiday break?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive, but I think we're all kind of not really thinking about it right now because we got 3 left. So hopefully Sunday night we can kind of reflect back on a good second half and hopefully a playoff spot. And I think that would be just pretty remarkable, to be honest. But yeah, definitely a huge game on Friday, and then kind of go from there.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because everybody's talking about 3-3 and the importance of the 3 games and the importance of taking on Grand Rapids and Chicago and kind of lumping everything together. I guess you can't afford to do that as a player.
Yeah, not really. I mean, kind of coming out of junior hockey, we were kind of unlucky and got a lot of 3-3s. So I think I feel like the way we'd always look at it is just Friday night's game and then go on from there. I think we're pretty used to playing back-to-backs, playing them in Winnipeg. So at least take it kind of back-to-back game, and then obviously Sunday's going to be a huge game. So I think the adrenaline just kind of from it being a big weekend will definitely help.
You've had a chance to skate a little bit with Cam McLeese and with Ryan White. What about the influence of a couple of older guys like that to get a chance to work with?
Yeah, it's obviously it's cool. I think I knew about Whitey kind of coming into the year, and obviously I watched him play when he was with Montreal there for a while. I remember him playing pretty distinctly. So it's pretty cool to be on the same team, and obviously he's pretty vocal, so he helps me out. And Mac's just a great guy. He was around last year as well, so I got to know him pretty well. And yeah, hopefully we can build some chemistry in practice here and bring it into the weekend.
I know one of the things that's tough for this team is to score easily. You've been a defense-first group, making sure that you keep the goals against down and then see if you can get those timely goals. Are you excited about the idea as a guy who's really come along this year with your shooting and with your ability to put pucks to the net to maybe try and make a difference at the offensive end this weekend?
Yeah, I think that's a goal for every guy on our team. I think wants to make an impact in a positive way. So, yeah, I think ever since Christmas, I've kind of feel like my touch has been a little bit better offensively. So I'm just trying to chip in as much as I can. But I think for me, it kind of all starts D-zone, and the coaches preach that with me too. Is just kind of take care of my end first, and then for some reason the chances kind of come after that. So kind of have that mindset and hopefully put a couple in and help us out.
And just to close it off, a tough loss on Sunday afternoon, but is it one that's easy to put behind you as a group given the way you played leading up to that?
Yeah, I think, I mean, those games happen. I think we're human. It was kind of a tough one, especially kind of with a good crowd and last home game of the regular season. So that's not the way we want to go out. But at the same time, we had a great run before that, and like I said, those games are bound to happen. So kind of at the same time, happy we got it out of the way last weekend, so we can kind of have a fresh start going into Grand Rapids on Friday here, and hopefully have a good push.